Watching Frank Trades with Dex, where a trading novice, that's me, trades with a 20-plus year expert, the man known as Dex the Vulcan, Dex the Algo Capitalist, or just my main man, Dex. Dex is the head trader in charge at our room at watchustrade.io. Head over to watchustrade.io to learn more, to register for a free online live trading event, or to join our room where you can trade with Dex yourself. All right, welcome everybody. Me and Dex are here. We're getting ready to check out the markets. And we're starting with BitTorrent because I control the screen.
Literally.
Jeffrey Dahmer is here, our creepiest viewer. Good morning to you too, Jeff. Please don't eat us. So, Dex, I'm in this. Ooh, I just got an intense nose itch. Oh my goodness.
I see on the daily the market is breaking out.
Yeah, on the daily, and I got in.
Nicely.
I caught a nice bit of this bar thanks to the pulse wave price triggers.
Right.
And any thoughts on that? I mean, it's not much to say other
On
than
the
it's breaking
daily,
out.
It looks like you're getting close to your first initial resistance, which is around right up to that trend line there. That resistance trend line overhead.
Where's
That's
that?
going to be a first. Come down. Calm down. Calm down.
Well, now I'm down at current price.
Down.
What are you talking about down? I'm on the current price.
No, go up. I'm sorry, go back up. I was looking at something else. Go up. Right there. That's your resistance.
That's your resistance, okay.
See that thin little trend line right there? That's gonna be your first resistance or first initial profit target.
Okay.
Somewhere around there. Yep.
Gotcha, bro.
So you can conservatively 2BC
I see.
your way there.
I see what you're looking at, yeah.
Yeah, do the conservative 2BC along the way if you want to give it a little bit of room to run.
Conservative staying in or conservative taking profit?
Conservative staying in and taking profit is the same thing. So conservative 2BC.
Okay.
All right. And compare the conservative 2BC with the initial stop on the sheet for today.
Okay.
And go with whichever one is greater.
Okay, cool.
And
love it.
And then
here's the 4 hour.
Contrast that to where you got in at.
Oh, the 4 hour's looking great. Look at that 4 hour.
Yeah, you look good, man.
It's in the Kumo cloud in the 4 hour, but you don't care.
Nah, I mean I do care, but not really.
Yeah, I'm pretty close to break even on 2-bar Charlie on the 4 hour. You know, the tighter 2-bar Charlie in the 4 hour.
Yeah, that was my next question.
Yeah.
Like, compare the 2-bar Charlie to your break even. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty close. I think I would just go there and risk a little bit of loss at this point.
Yeah.
But I think, I'm not eager to set a tight stop because I don't know.
Well, remember with the 2-bar Charlie, you got options on each one. Like the one, what's that? A 1 hour or 4 hour we're looking at?
This on the left right now is the 4 hour. On the right is the weekly.
Okay, you see that 4 hour? You do have conservative. You got 2 stops on that I'm looking at right now. Mm-hmm. You see them, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, well then that's where you are. So you can use the conservative one, and I think that'll keep you in the trade because it's probably going to pull back to that trend line right there.
You're talking the really conservative one.
And spike through it. Yeah, it's probably going to spike through.
Yeah, and that's higher than the stop on the sheet.
And then come right back. So
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you have options.
I like my options, Dex. I like them.
Just remember though, take what you can, give nothing back. I don't want to hear that you took a loss on this trade. You're not turning a winning trade to a losing trade ever, people.
I found out yesterday that there's a delay when we talk, and I didn't think there was.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Me and Jen, our wonderful administrative assistant, did a test. We're both musicians. She has a couple master's degrees in music. She's a sharp musician. So we tried to just count together, just do a 4 count together. Mm-hmm. And no matter what we did, on her end, it sounded like we were synced up. On my end, it was like 1, 1. 2, 2, 3, 3. Wow. So so that's what you're getting. You're actually getting me a little bit late. So sometimes it throws the rhythm off trying to talk at a distance.
Well, as fast as I talk, yeah, I can talk.
I mean, we all have a lot to say. So
That is true.
How's the weather down by you? It's been raining here like crazy.
It rained. It's been drizzling.
Why are we getting the same weather? We're kind of far apart. We're always getting the same weather. It's weird.
We're still on the same coast.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know, you're a couple hours away from.
Today was my off day with running, so I didn't have to run today. But so I went out to breakfast with my wife. That's why I was late for everything.
Yeah, it's supposed to storm again later this evening, I think.
Yeah, it's gonna rain until here it's gonna rain until like 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Whoa.
Yeah, which really
stinks.
A little
extreme.
Yeah, it's gonna rain hard. It's Thursday, isn't it, man? Wow. And we're coming up on Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, Dex. If I forget
likewise.
To say.
Happy Father's Day.
Should also let people know. Yes, we're obviously gonna look at a lot more charts. I'm just feeling a little relaxed this morning.
Yeah, we are.
We're tomorrow morning. We won't be around if Dex and V want to do stuff. That's great, but I have to go to kids' my youngest graduation. So I won't be around, but we will be around at 1 p.m. for our webinar. So please join us there, 1 p.m. Eastern, and it'll be very, very cool. So.
And after the webinar, what we can do to make up for it is answer questions.
Yeah, as we always do. So.
And look at some charts if you need to or whatever.
Right.
Because it's Take Back Friday, and you may want to take some profit off the table tomorrow.
Excellent.
Take Back Friday. I can't repeat that enough. Tomorrow is Take Back Friday. Tomorrow, not today, tomorrow is Take Back Friday. So just remember that.
So thanks to all of you who are joining us. We appreciate you. Good morning, Jackie. Good morning, Jeffrey, Mark, C.O. We got Kyle with us, Nathan, Max, Bill, and Aaron so far in the comments. Thanks, guys. Please like and subscribe. We appreciate it. We're going to take your requests, and I'm going to go through them just so you know, Dex. I'm kind of, in order to make sure I don't miss anybody, I'm taking them as I take them. So okay. If it looks like I'm not answering somebody, I'll get to them in a little bit. All right, so to start off, starting off with Litecoin, per usual, Litecoin has had a really, really great week. Let's look at where it is now. And here's our favorite Coinbase chart for Litecoin. And let me set this up. I have the daily on the left, or at least I will in a second, and the weekly on the right if you're watching along at home. So little pullback to 135, but you don't consider that a real pullback yet, right? I mean, it's still cranking for the week.
This chart is bull.
You're bull. Oh.
This chart is bull-ish. Yes, this chart is bullish on both time frames. Even though you're in that Kumo cloud, the price action is quite bullish in the way it's behaving. Just keep in mind though, even though it looks like it's threatening to just cut right through this cloud like a hot knife through butter, the closer you get toward the edge of that cloud is the closer you get to resistance, which could spur the likelihood of a sharp correction.
Okay.
So like always, go ahead and trade what you see. You know, ride those pulse waves, but keep those stops in place.
Very cool. And then Mark was also asking for Dash. Let's pull up Dash. Sorry, I was...
Remember the commercial, Mrs. Dash?
Indeed. I had to turn my camera off because I was yawning because all this rain makes me sleepy.
I'm yawning too. Don't feel bad.
So here's and I'm not sure how my mute buttons don't work quite right now that we've been having all these audio issues. So I can't even mute myself. I was like switching off the mic with the physical switch. All right, here we go. This is Dash for Mark.
Yeah, it's in an up channel right now. You are entering into that Kumo cloud. Notice the arc. I'm talking about the one on the right first, the weekly chart. You're invading San Diego right now, okay? And notice how the price action has been coming down to where the support is in the Kumo cloud. That's what I was afraid of. And you're getting ready to go over that cliff in a couple of weeks. Give it maybe
You're talking about this cliff?
Tops. I said the chart on the right.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. This one right here?
Yeah, there you go. That's it. Yep.
So you're so that could drag. Clouds. That could cause a drag.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it could shoot up through and get up in here, but that is risky.
More than likely, it's gonna come down.
Okay.
That's major resistance. But on a good side, you know, on the flip side, look at that pointer though. can't ignore that pointer. Yeah, that top side pointer.
Nice, nice.
That's a real pointer, folks. That's a legitimate pointer that you cannot ignore. It's legitimate. So I think before it goes lower, it's going to try to go higher. The question will be, can it overrun it? I'm just saying right now, this one looks good on the weekly. As far as
Question
rolling
about
over, it's in jeopardy on the weekly of rolling over and topping out. On the daily, you still got rampage coming up here. But I have to say this one is formed a downtrend channel at this time, and I'm expecting sideways to lower prices.
right.
So if you're bullish this one, tighten those stops and get ready to get out.
Couple of quick ones. So BGood says, does Take Back Friday apply to cryptos like equities? You want to clarify Take Back Friday? You just mean to tighten stops, get ready to take profits. Well, when you're dealing with equities, the markets are closing down. For cryptos, it would just be a matter of making sure your stops are in place, right? Because if there's weekend action, you want to benefit from it, but you don't necessarily want to get back into anything new.
Yeah. All right, first let's talk about what
Take Back
Friday is, and leave that comment up.
Yeah.
We're going to deal with it. I don't want to forget what the comment says. Okay. So with Take Back Friday, for those that don't know, Take Back Friday is when people like to take money off of the table ahead of the weekend so they can go drink and party and club hop and whatever they do, right? The only way to take profit and do that is to get out of open positions. So they'll close shorts or longs. And what it means is if the market's been up all week, been bullish all week, you can expect a pullback or correction on Friday as people take longs off the table so that they can have some pocket money. If the market's been down all week, you can expect the market to get a nice little pop as shorts are covering ahead of the weekend. So that's what Take Back Friday is. Now, the question is, does Take Back Friday apply to cryptos like equities? Yes, it does. Same scenario. People want to be able to party on the weekend, so they will cash in some of their cryptos. Absolutely. Now, this cycle has not necessarily behaved like the equity and futures and forex markets, but it's still a principle that you cannot ignore. So I'm going to say yes. I expect Take Back Friday to continue to affect all markets, whether it be equities, commodity futures, forex, or crypto. So just be wary of that market condition. That is a weekly market condition. Doesn't always happen severe or anything like that. It can just be minor or slight or quiet, but it still happens. That's why I never put on new positions on Fridays, with few exceptions, because there's not going to be any market there for you to really participate in. And if you're trying to day trade, give it up. Most of the time, Fridays barely even move that much. So if there is like a little correction because money's coming off the table for Party Friday, party for the weekend, it's not massive. It's not huge. Not saying it can't happen because big moves have happened on Fridays, but it's just not normative.
Hey, Dex.
Normally, Monday and Fridays are like your most quiet days in the market, but you will see some kind of a correction most of the time.
Real quick, Dex. Kung Fu just put this on Rogue News.
Wow.
Is that pretty?
That is fly.
I knew you'd like that. I had to show you.
Cool.
He just sent it. Yeah, it's a link to our weekly webinar. I'm gonna update it every week with the webinar link. So
outstanding.
Yeah, very exciting. All right, sorry, folks.
Doing big things over here, folks. We're doing big things.
Yeah, we got some cool things coming up. Another one, topical one here. Is the weekly crash alert still in play for crypto from our man Nathan? Well, I mean, you got to watch what's happening. I mean, the weekly. I think he's just talking about the weekly, any weekly crash alerts in general. Yeah, the price action is king. So if you've had things moving up and they didn't crash, and we're toward the end of the week, go with what's happening in the market now and what's happening on the daily pulse waves and stuff like that. Right, Dex?
Yeah, the signals are still active and operational into the close of the market on Friday.
Okay. Nonetheless, the price action is what's happening.
There you go.
So, if they're rallying and they're not crashing, great. Just be careful with your stops.
It doesn't mean that the market won't give you Take Back Friday as an excuse to go ahead and fulfill
Yeah,
that
of
warning.
course.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Max is with me. I get confused every time Dex says conservative. I think it's because I did a video and I switched conservative with his aggressive. So my
Yeah.
aggressive was it's I like to say light, tight, or loose. How's that?
Yeah. That, you
Hold
know
on, I'm
what?
behind on
That is
comments.
that's probably
It's
better.
very
Tight
confusing.
or loose. Yeah, I like that better.
Yeah, I
I
get
like
because so sometimes when I say conservative, I mean it's like, am I conservative about locking in profit, or am I conservative about staying in the trade, or am I aggressive about locking in profit, or aggressive about staying? You could say it either way, and it's like whatever's in
it's
your mind,
vague. You're right. I like tightening and
Yeah, we
loosening.
should do
So
say tight
yeah.
and loose.
Yeah, so yeah, tight. So tight and loose. Yeah, if you want to be conservative, then you will loosen your stops. If you want to be, you know,
Mm-hmm.
more aggressive, then you will, tighten the stops. Aggressive people tighten stops, and conservative people lessen the stops. They
Yeah.
widen the stops. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Sorry, my screen jumped. Request from Mr. Dahmer, DXD chart. So we're looking at a stock now,
Okay, so we went for
or
daily on the left,
ETF.
weekly on the right. Okay. Full disclosure, I am long DXD at the moment.
All right.
Using the initial stop from the other day. I have not moved my stop at all. So I am still long the DXD. And let me see. Where's my stop? Because I don't remember off the hand. So hold on. Let me log in. My stop is currently at 27.41.
27.41.
So that's where my stop is right now. Yeah. I have not changed it. It's the same stop that I put in the room. Yep.
No, you got a ways to go. That's pretty much the bottom of the weekly bar. Below the weekly bar.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. Still long.
All
Now
right, cool.
you may say, why are you long? Can't you look at the chart? You're in a downtrend channel on your daily and your weekly chart. Why are you doing that? Doesn't make any sense. Blah, blah, blah.
I don't question it.
Because I'm looking at what's not on the chart. I'm going by the algos.
Algos, man.
That's
Pull
why
sways, baby.
I defied
Pull
logic
sways.
and got into the trade. Because according to the algos, you are in the Kumo cloud of death on the daily, and you had a rally alert the other day, followed by an oversold alert today. Therefore, I am long and not wrong unless and until I am stopped out.
All right, cool.
Now, I know
Bill is asking for BSV. I'm taking that to mean, if that's a stock, I apologize. I'm taking it to mean Bitcoin Cash SV.
that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
So that's just what I saw when I saw it. So
Likewise.
So let's look at that, and if I'm wrong, Bill, let me know. We'll look at your other thing. So here we are. It's controversial little crypto here with a massive pointer on Polynex.
Yeah, it's the one we talked about yesterday.
Yeah, we looked at it yesterday. Nothing really changing. It's
it's bouncing off of the contract lows. Okay, but it's in a downtrend channel still, but it's trying to bounce. It's trying to rally up to trend line resistance. And right now, trend line resistance is right there at the bottom. I mean, it's right over top.
Oh, yeah, we talked about this enormous trading range because of this.
Yeah, you're in a trading range. Nothing has
enormous.
happened.
Okay, yeah.
I think the market wants to get up and test the overhead resistance, though, which is
Okay.
right there below your SAR.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying about here?
About right
you think
there,
it wants
yes.
to test that? Yeah.
Right. Because notice how that corresponds to the trend line on the left.
Yep.
So there you go.
Okay, Aaron's looking for oil. Thanks, Aaron. I don't have oil on here. Am I just looking? Is the ticker oil, Dex?
You have many tickers. You can do DIG, DIG.
All right, I have DIG.
IH.
Let me
You can
do DIG.
CL for the big crude contract, or QM for the mini contract, which is the one I like to trade.
Oh, I have Doug,
You have
not
choices.
Doug. DIG. DIG.
XLE. You got a lot of choices, man.
How about this one? DIG is what you said, right? Is that okay?
Yeah, you can do that one.
Oh no, that's a construction thing.
No, it still benefits from oil. DIG is good.
Yeah. Okay, we're looking at it.
Yep, you can do that. But my friend, we'll look at a couple so you guys can get an idea
Okay.
of what these things look like. See, it looks like how oil has been behaving.
Right.
Straight downtrend. Now pull up USO. I just want to let you guys see the difference in how these prices move. Kind of similar, isn't it?
Yep.
Downtrend channel, right?
Very similar.
All right. Pull up UCO. U Charlie Oscar. Looks like you're looking at the same chart, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Now pull up OIH.
I don't think I have that one yet. Oh, I do. OIH right there.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta relearn my alphabet.
Now OIH is supposed to track the crude oil futures tick for tick, basically. So that's what you're looking at here with the OIH. The only thing is OIH is subject to contangles, where your front month can tend to be higher than your back month, whatever. But there's that one. Now the final one we're gonna look at is XLE. Type in XLE, which is a behemoth energy ETF. And that's more widely traded, I think, than all of them put together. There you go. Every chart looks the same. If you remove the name from it, all the charts we just went over, they were pretty much identical.
They really were, yeah.
Okay. So XLE, though, XLE and OIH are supposed to move and track with the market completely.
All right. Precision miner, we're looking at GDXJ.
All right. GDXJ. Oh, before I move on to the GXJ, if you want to know more of what I think about oil, we discussed that in our last Rogue show that we just did a few minutes ago. The Rogue 10 at 10.
Yeah, Daily 10.
Yeah, we went way deep into that. So
the general rule is I'm the only one who knows what the show is called.
Uh-oh. So, yeah.
You said 10 at 10. Visa was like,
head over
Daily 10 news escape.
We went long in the tooth on that. All right, so now the GDX is really benefiting off of gold nicely. Gold futures are up $7.70 at 13.44 half, which is right at the high of the day, and that's why you see the GDXJ, cutting right top side of that Kuma cloud, bursting out and threatening to go full pulse wave. And that's a good thing. You want to see price and trend lines rise up out of that Kumo cloud, and that's what you're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
So this one is looking really nice right now, looking really bullish, and I have to say, it's definitely in the buy camp, even though it is coming out of that Kumo cloud of death.
Okay, switching over to
really ready. It's really ready to run. I don't know how much it's going to run. We don't know where it's going to run out of steam at, but it is definitely
I did it again.
worthy of consideration.
I did it again.
What did you do now? What are you doing?
Jen loses her mind when she loves this. She sends me videos of how ridiculous I look when I do that by accident. There we go. Okay, so Bill, he's got a tip for it. I think we might have looked at DIA already. I can't remember, but there's a crazy pointer on DIA from 2 days ago. Algo's left a paw print and some excrement. That's us hunters are following like it's a 12-point buck.
Go ahead.
What say you, Dex? Here it is. It's up here. So
let me see that daily. Pull up that daily chart. Oh wow! Look at these.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Nasty gaps. Okay, yeah. Gonna have to deal with the gaps. Can't ignore them. So there's a correction coming in the equity market. See, that just further, shows my evidence of a imminent correction coming in the in the stock market, in the Dow.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm long the DXD, because I believe that the market is going to fold. I think we're hitting the double top. I think we're about to drop from hitting the double top. Hitting a double top will make the market drop. That's where we are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bearish this chart because of those gaps.
Okay,
and cool. I'm bearish the chart because, hold on, wait a minute. Okay, your price and trend lines are not out of the Kumo cloud on the daily, and on the weekly. Look at that. Look how it's just coming up there to that resistance line and getting ready to drop. So far, if the market were to end like this today,
Mm-hmm.
you just made a pointer on the weekly chart
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
pointing south. So you
South.
got the pointer going on, and you got those gaps that need to be filled. So between the two of those
Lot of
things,
reason to be bearish.
a lot of reason to be bearish right now, folks.
DX
Even if the market does recover eventually, first it needs to drop.
DXD Max is saying I might be getting ahead of myself. If DXD doesn't move into profit by tomorrow, are you holding it over the weekend or taking a slight loss to go flat over the weekend?
You know, I'm gonna have to make a decision. I could have made a decision today and probably would have been stopped out already.
Right.
But I will make a decision tomorrow. I don't know just yet. I probably will get out depending on what happens. I mean, I think I'll just let the market tell me what's going to do. It would have got me out already, but I also would be getting back in probably tomorrow as well. Now, I know what I say about putting on new positions on Fridays, but there are exceptions. One of those exceptions is
If
when
you're
you
Dex.
see the imminence of the correction coming in the market. It's not a bad idea to go home with some paper in your back pocket. Let me explain what that means. If you know that the correction's coming, you know you're hitting resistance in a market,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to kind of get a jump on that market, it's not a bad idea to go home with a tiny position just to have something in your pocket.
Right.
Just have a little bit of paper in your pocket. So you might say, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a put, a near the money put, or in the money put on the S&P 500. Worst case scenario, if the market rallies on Sunday night, when Monday comes, I'll just get out of it. Okay, I lost a little bit of coin, but not a lot. It's a little tiny position. You just want something to start you off if the market does take a nosedive come Sunday night, Monday morning.
Gotcha.
You wake up and the Dow is down a couple of hundred points right before the opening bell. You would like to participate in that. You
Indeed.
see what I'm saying? Then you can just add to that position. So it's just a way to say, I'm gonna take a little short position over the weekend. Also, when we get to situations like this too, there's all this uncertainty going on in the world. War could jump off over the weekend, as far as you know.
Yeah.
Anything could happen.
Crazy news. Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
not a
V did
bad
some
idea.
breaking news this morning on Rogue. If you want to check it out, talking about Iran or whatever.
Yep.
All right,
We'll be looking at
BNB. Then we're gonna wrap it up after this. And
BNB, bread and butter. Okay. Bread and butter looks extremely bearish right now. Look how it's been in that uptrend. An uptrend is the most bearish thing you can ever see on the chart.
you confuse people with your dad jokes, man.
I know, right? No,
All
seriously.
right, look at that. It's great.
This chart is obnoxious. You haven't really had a real pullback.
Yeah, no.
So this one's super bullish. It's just running away. You got mad
Look at the
rampage
daily.
on the left on the daily chart. All
Daily
that
looks like the
rampage.
Loch Ness monster.
Yeah, this thing, a correction's coming, you just don't know when. So if you're already long and strong, go ahead and make sure those stops are moved up, tighten them up a little bit, and try to lock in as much profit as you can. I'm not saying you have to get out on the weekend. I'm just saying, tighten the stop up at least. Because if not, you're going to find yourself babysitting this one over the weekend. And for some of you, that's what you like to do. So here's your way to do that. Because you're not getting the sheet, you're not going to get no both ways over the weekend. So you might as well, if you're long this stock, use this to get your fix. Go ahead and two-bar Charlie your way through it over the weekend. But definitely tighten up your stop for the rest of you. Don't lose all your money. Don't lose all your profit because you got too greedy. All right,
Indeed.
tighten up those stops.
All right, hey everybody, thanks so much for joining us. Good show today. Thank you, Dex. And we'll be in the room. We'll see you later. What's going on? Tomorrow we've got the only thing we're doing tomorrow, unless these guys do something without me, which they never remember to do.
That's the truth.
It's just fine. It gives me something to do. But no, it's always fun. So probably see you guys 1 p.m. for our webinar. And like Dex said, we'll take some extra questions since we're not able to do our morning show. And,
Yep.
of course, we'll be in the room throughout the day. And let me say, we really appreciate all of you who are watching, and we really, really appreciate all of you who are in the Watch Us Trade Room, Pulse Wave trading with us. and just such a great group of people. We really enjoy having you there as part of the community. So just know that, and we really feel blessed because you're also so cool.
And keep riding those waves.
Keep
folks.
riding those
Keep
pulse waves,
riding
man.
Those waves, man.
Good things coming for you. All right. Thanks, Dex. Thanks, everybody. We're over and out. Please like and subscribe. Here we go. Sweet heavy metal time. Thanks for watching. To sign up for one of our live trading demos or to just join the room so that you can get in and trade with Dex, go to watchustrade.io. Thanks.